Good morning to all my brothers and sisters out there. I hope you woke up this morning and you done prayed to God. You asked God for protection, and you asking God to help you with the new years, to bring in the new years. And there's different ways most people look at bringing in the new year. They think of, getting drunk for the last night, throwing up bombs, whatever. But that's not a time for you to be uh, thinking about all kind of negative stuff. But I want to talk to you about something it's very interesting. Please say your prayer every night and every morning. We talk about risk factors that associate with heart disease. We talking about January the 1st. Everybody done made a New Year's resolution. They are going to lose weight. Girl, if you see me in 6 months from now, you ain't gonna recognize me. Boys, okay, that's nice to hear all that. But let me give you a history of what's going to take place January the 1st. Planet Fitness is going to get more business that day than they do throughout the whole year. They know that the first month they have made enough money for the whole year, and they don't have to worry about hiring a lot of people because there is not one piece of equipment will not be utilized because people waiting in line. All you have to do is sit back and wait 2 months. Those same individuals that was excited about going, you don't see them no more. The only thing that they comes in, they do photo shoots. Planet Fitness is beginning to be a place of photo shoot. I wish that this place would set up a photo booth. They would make more money off the photo booth than they would do for membership because everybody got their phone out. Everybody, the first day of the gym, they have been to the gym 6 months or 6 years or maybe 20 years. So that first day, when they walk in, they're going to have the water bottle and the boys going to have on their little brother's shirt. The girls going to have on their leotards. They're going to have them tight as hell. And again, they got the water bottle. Now, what they do, they walks around and look at everybody. They checking out who got the strongest body, who got the best looking body. And you notice they walks around and they don't even hit none of the equipment. And a lot of times they want to know where the steam room at. Okay. So now they're taking pictures of showing everybody they're in the gym. If they spend more time concentrating on the objective of going to the gym, they will come out better. As I said, most people are excited January the 1st. But they're only going to last 2 or 3 months because it's just a showcase. It's a showcase. That's all it is. In my years of teaching fitness, in many years, you find, hey, girl, what you going to do for next year? Oh, girl, I'm going to lose this weight. Hey, boy, what you going to do? First of all, boy, I got to lose this weight. Okay. Everybody. And they put a lot of emphasis on, you watch me, girl, in 6 months. Ooh, you're going to see this girl. I'm going to be fine. The boy, only thing I'm going to say to you, if it took you that long to put it on, it's going to take you that long to take it off if you're not serious. If anything, you're going to put more on than you take off. Ladies, I'm saying to you, please, I'm talking to you both. When you walk around and when you start wearing a lot of tight clothes, only thing you're doing, you're making your body bigger because you are not allowing your body to breathe. See, every time you put on that tight stuff, you're already forcing your belly out. You're sucking it in. But when you take it off, it goes out. So again, wear comfortable clothing. You do not have to impress nobody but yourself. The first thing is to get you some comfortable clothing to wear. Nice sneakers. And please, ladies, stay out of the little girl department. Men, stay out of the little boy department. You walking around here with your little brother t-shirt on, and you just doing a lot of damage to your little brother t-shirt because it doesn't fit. Ladies, look, I know you want to walk around here and try to show what you're working with. I got eyes to see, I got ears to see. You can only hide so much of, you know what I mean? So in your mind, these tight clothes are making me look small, but in all actuality, those tight clothes are making you bigger. What I'm saying to you, wear comfortable clothes. The legs and stuff, wear them good, but please, when you start wearing it up here and it's too tight, boy, when you wear your little brother's shirts, you're doing a lot of damage to your body. So I said that in order to say this. If you're going to go to the gym to do a photo shoot, why don't you take them at home? You ain't got to impress your friend. Look here, man. You show them every piece of equipment in the gym. That's all you're doing. You're walking around and you're not working out. I know how the game works because I've been a fitness instructor for many years. So if you want to change your attitude and change your ways of thinking about who you are, you need to start taking care of yourself. I've never seen so many young people between, 15 to 35 that is overweight, obesity. I mean, that young. I'm looking at the parents also. The whole family is going to die from heart diseases, risk factors that is associated, alcohol, drugs, and all these kind of things. I'm saying to you, it's never too late for you to start taking care of your body. Now, I don't mean to offend anyone. No one wants to be called fat. No one want to be told they're fat, especially the ladies. Another lady may say it, but if you are a man, I don't care whether they're your friends or whatever, you want to lose friendship with them, call them fat. They'll never speak to you again. But they know that they have a health issue, but they don't need a man to verify. And it works both ways. A man don't want another man to know that he's fat. But we as men, you can put so much under that shirt, you can put so much out here. We know what you're trying to hide. Why hide your body? Be thankful that you are living and it's a gift from God. But God gave you that body as a temple. You must learn to take care of your body. Your health is your wealth. Remember that. Even if you got problems getting started, the first time you want to get started in anything that you want to stop doing, you must go into a little private place, close the door, and talk to God. For you atheists out there that you don't believe in God, you can believe that one day, if you live long enough, that every knee must bow and every tongue must confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, and glory be to the God. I don't care what you do. My brothers and sisters, you listening to a person that I have to sit back and I ask myself, out of all the things that I've been through with, why has God kept me here? If you know how many times before I went in the military, How many times I escaped death, shootout, killing, all around me. And I was there. But I thank God that I had a mother. Made me go into service. And believe me, God, thank you for my mother. Because she kept me out of trouble. She kept getting me out of jail. She made me go in the military, and I made myself out of the military, but I always lived in the gym. And I know some of you boys out there that's listening to me right now, and I know that some of y'all are still angry with me because the way that I abused you on the basketball court. But look, man, that's been years ago. See, don't hate. Now, I can name several y'all. And if y'all see these guys, just tell them, do you know anything about Sergeant Arline? You know, Rich Spafford, okay? Rich St. Clair. You know what I mean? Todd and all of these guys from Springfield, all over Mattapan, Dorchester. You know, all these guys they know me. At Hanscom Air Force Base, I was a fitness instructor. I had taught 3 classes. I still had my military job, 5 o'clock class, 12 o'clock class, and a 5 o'clock class at night. So I go to show you, I was addicted to the gym. And I'm saying to you, look at yourself, evaluate yourself. Are you happy with yourself? And I want you to please take this to heart. When you got difficulties in your life, like being overweight, you are never going to be happy. Not totally. Because what is bothering you and what's going to send you to your grave is your weight constantly going up, doesn't go down. And most people, I need you to understand it. Everybody's body is different. It got some people have metabolism, a thyroid problem, and that gonna constantly gain weight. They don't, and you say, well, they look like they're eating. That does not necessarily mean it's true. They could have a high metabolism, a thyroid issue. So they got to be treated for that. But 98% that claim they have a thyroid problem. No, it's not a thyroid problem. It's an eating problem. It is a problem that what you're putting in your body that you don't care about. But in the long term, all of that stuff that you're putting in your body that contain all this salt and all this sugar and anything else you want to put in this processed food, all these different chemicals that they're putting in the food, all this is going into your body. You don't realize that over a period of time, all of that that's being put in your body is causing risk factors that's going to associate with those heart diseases that you're going to encounter. My minority peoples, Black people, minority people, I don't care what you, whatever. Our problem is, and our risk factors, overweight, obesity, lack of sleep, drug and alcohol, cholesterol, family history, all of these type of things that we are dealing with as a race. You understand? So I will say to every race out there, whatever difficulties that you have in your life that you don't lack, and you've been trying to change it for many years, the only way that you are going to change your attitude is going to a little quiet place, close the door, and talk to God. He already know what you're doing. He already knew what you're going to do before you do it. So there is no secret when you're talking to someone that you can trust. You tell me a secret, I might go tell somebody else. But when I tell God a secret, it's between me and God. And that's where I get my power and my strength from. That's where I get everything that I need is come from God. You see where I'm going? Now, I didn't always think like this. I grew up in the church, went to Sunday school. You know what I mean? My life is something that I had to write a book. Grew up in the deep south and saved by many angels. Look it up. You understand? I got family members. They can't hardly walk. They are very young, but their family and down south always think that they got to have all these pig feet, all these salty, spicy, whatever you name. And you know what? All this stuff is good. But you got to understand, too much of anything is no good for you. Some people will sit up there and knowing that they have weight problem, but they will sit up there and they will continue to eat. As long as it's in their sight, they want to eat it. What are you going to do for this New Year's coming up? What are you going to do for you and your family that is suffering from the same type of thing, overweight? Mom, Dad, it starts at you. If you're going to love your wife, and if you're going to love your husband and your children, somebody got to step up to the plate, saying that we need to start doing something together, physical, because it's going to keep us together. Because when one start looking at each other and both of them is begin to get overweight, those same two that it began to gain weight, they're going to love each other, but them same two is going out looking for other bodies. It doesn't mean they're going to connect. They want to go out and compare other people's body for what they have. A man, you're going to go out there, you're going to look at all these ladies, and I wish my wife looked like this. Well, the wife, I wish my husband looked like this. Well, the only way that you two going to look like that y'all got to go and pray together. You got to make a commitment. You know what a commitment is? It's almost like a marriage contract. You got to sign. We're gonna live longer. We're gonna take care of each other. We're not gonna spend all this money doing this. Husband, you can cook just as well as the wife can cook for you. Stop giving them kids all that old saltine stuff or taking them to all these fast food restaurants. Why don't you stay at home and start cooking? Look how much money that you're going to save. Look how much food that you're going to be able to serve your family with healthy. Take time out and start cooking properly. And please, if you keep going to the gym and you eating the same thing over and over, you cannot lose weight. I'm being honest. It's for all races. Down south, we are known to have all this good food. Everybody want to come down south. Boy, I hear they got some of the best ham hocks and red beans in the country. Look, we eat good down here. Don't get me wrong. Come on down. But let me put it to you this way. If you got a weight problem, you got a high blood pressure problem, you got a high cholesterol problem, and you have all these other risk factors, just because it's there, that don't mean you have to eat it. Try to substitute. Before you eat, drink a bottle of water. Now, I'm giving my secrets away. Sometimes you got to use psychology on your own self. You got to try something that you know that's going to work. Now, let me share something with you. I'm sharing all my secrets. January 1st, you get your calendar and a small calendar or whatever. And every day of that calendar, you mark an X or you put a minus. X means that I've done something. Minus means I didn't do nothing. So when you put that T and you start looking at the pros and the cons, you're going to find out that the cons weigh out more than the pros, which means that you're losing a battle of trying to accomplish whatever goal that you're trying to accomplish. So set your goals at a point that you know is attainable, that you know that you can reach it. Don't say that you're going to lose 40 pounds within 40 days. That's not going to happen unless I'm I'm not going to give you this gimmick unless you take things like X-Lax and don't eat nothing for 40 days. So again, don't do that damage to your body by trying to take shortcuts. They got everything in these stores. You would buy anything that you think that's going to help you to lose weight. You buying all this gimmick, it looks good, and people's going to lie when they get on TV about what this stuff is doing for them. It's a sale pitch. So you are going to go out there and go to GNC store, go all these, oh girl, I'm going to start, you buy all these vitamins and whatever. And after 20 days, they stays on the counter. You done forgot you didn't buy it, but you done spend all this money for nothing. Why don't you just take the time, pray to God, start going to the gym, get around someone that's going to motivate you, that's going to inspire you. Don't get around people that you know that don't have the same inspiration that you do, because the only thing they know that she's just going to go to the gym for 3 days. She's going to be back with us. You change your attitude towards yourself and everything going to work out. Either you fit your need, fit your wants, or your wants fit your need. I want to say to all of my sisters and brothers, I don't care what color you are, what race you are, what religion you are, or whatever. I'm going to say to you that God so loved the world that he sacrificed his only beloved son for our sin, because he didn't sin, but he loved us so much, he sacrificed his own beloved son for our sin. Would you sacrifice your beloved wife for our sins? That's a man who loves the world. That's a man who created the world. So when you can program certain things in your heart, in your mind, and your soul, if you got faith, that's half of the battle. If you don't have faith in God, you cannot please God. Everything that I do or in contact with, I got to have faith that whatever I'm trying to accomplish, my faith is going to come from God, and my work is going to come from me. Faith and work. Faith without work is dead. Work without faith is dead. I got to have faith that I'm talking to God's children, that eventually that they are going to process and to listen to what I'm saying. Yesterday, a guy walked up to me. He said, "Hey, sir, what are you doing to keep yourself in shape? You look like you're in pretty good shape." You say, you and I look like we about the same age. And do I need to buy something? No. Only thing you need to do is go to pray to God. And he said, "How old are you?" And I said, 73. He said, "Man, you got to be joking, man." I said, "Yep, I don't have to lie about my age. I'm proud of who I am. You know, I mean, I get this all the time. I'm proud of who I am. That inspires me." I said, "How old are you?" He said, "I'm 40. And he said, "Man, let me ask you something. Are you sure you told me?" I said, "Yep." When people see me, they don't realize I've been in the gym all my life. Everybody didn't have that opportunity. The military saved my life. And I know a lot of you boys, you can sit up there and talk all that trash and try to put me on blast. But yeah, we know him because he always cheated in order to win on the basketball court. Well, I didn't have to cheat. It was too easy for me to beat you because I feel that you weren't in condition to stay up with me. And everybody say, "Man, he likes to run around too much. Why don't you get on him?" Okay, you getting ready to get abused, boy. Now, some of you the students at Putnam High School, I'm not trying to put you on blast, y'all won the state champion. I opened the gym up every Saturday at Putnam High School. Mr. McCaskill gave me permission to open the gym up to keep the students off the street. That was the best thing Mr. McCaskill did for me. I opened up the gym every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and everybody thought it was a basketball game going on at Putnam High School. At the new school, believe me, let me put it this way. I set the rules. If you're going to come to this gym, you cannot come in there cursing. You can't come in there and start arguing, or therefore you don't come back. And you would be amazed how everybody, hey, Sergeant Arline, that's the respect. Even Mr. McCaskill and a lot of the teachers came by and played ball on a Saturday. We had the best time. But you can believe Sergeant Harline had control over that gym. You're not going to come in there cursing. You're not going to come in there disrespecting me. And a couple of them might say, hey, I'm going to put it this way. You better keep it off the streets. You're not bringing it in here. Now, if you want to come back next week, one more thing out of you. And that's all you had to do, set the record straight. I took a lot of Putnam students to Westover Air Force Base. Denzel, and Brian and KC. I took them all. These are state championship. These boys won the state a couple years. I opened a gym up for them every Saturday. All the kids at Putnam High School in Springfield area and around the area, they know who Sergeant Arline is because I ran the ROTC, opened the gym up every Saturday, and I never had no kids to disrespect me. I wore that uniform and I was proud. The kids looked up to me. They were looking for someone as a father figure. And even though we had a father figure, we had a teacher figure, we had a brother figure, a man figure, whatever you wanted, they found that in me. They knew that I wasn't a threat to them. They knew that I was there for a purpose. And I can honestly say, that was the best time in my life, working with kids and seeing kids work out. That's a blessing. A lot of things happened to me in Boston. And I thank God that they put me in certain places for me to make a difference. Bedford, Massachusetts. They know. All over Bedford, Waltham, Boston. I taught fitness classes. I won the state racquetball tournament in Boston. You understand? A lot of things happen. I won the highest award down in Mexico. I won the first Army medal for teaching all the Army part of my class in the morning time. That's the first time they ever gave a medal to an Air Force guy. And I think Mr. Peter Gales, he made sure that I deserve that Army medal for teaching those soldiers 5 o'clock in the morning. So my thing in fitness, they know me in Italy. I spent 7 years in Italy. So I taught fitness all on the base. I taught fitness in Pordenone a couple of times at the Italian festival. I ran track and field over in Italy. So I played football in Italy. I coached the track and field Italy. I played racquetball in Germany, Spain. I mean, you name it. The most memorable things that I want to share with you. You know the guy they called Jesse Owens, the one went over and upset all the Hitler men, and they shot them all because this black man, Jesse Owens, upset the whole German track and field. Well, that same stadium, I took my track and field to that same stadium, and we ran on that stadium. Jesse Owens, his name is all over that stadium. So I ran the 800, and the 800, and I ran the mile on that track and field. So again, I had a chance to go take my track and field to Berlin. We visited the Berlin Wall. So Italy, my career started from Colonel Lester P. Brown. He no longer is with us, but that's how I started my career in Italy, because he asked me, would you please teach a fitness class for all my military guys because they are overweight? Well, I couldn't say no to the general. And I said, sir, I just never taught that before, but I think I can. He said, you in good shape? And I asked all the command. They said, you should get that guy that he always in the gym playing basketball. And that's why I'm calling you. So I met him up, and he told me, say, sir, you don't have to do a lot. It's going to be mandatory for all of them to show up in the gym for 3 days a week. I said, sir, if you can give me 2 weeks and let me come up with some calisthenics that I can give him, because I'm not used to it. So I gave him 2 weeks, and that Monday, it's the lunch time. And he said, 11 o'clock, you better be there in formation at 11 o'clock in the gym, dressed and ready to go. Man, that first day, man, I ain't never seen so many people. I'm saying, oh my goodness. I mean, damn near over 100 overweight was in the gym. And the generals were right there to make sure that all of them make sure that you sign in. Even some of his commanding officers was overweight. The General Lester P. Brown was not joking. So the first day, I lived in the gym. So I started doing some stretching exercise, and I started doing all kind of stuff to get them loosened up. Then I started doing the leg lift, and all of a sudden, half the guys couldn't even lift the legs up. So we started doing jumping jacks. And man, what did I say that for? Now, you doing jumping jacks. Now, got to understand now, you lifting up. You're already overweight. You're already lifting up 50 pounds over. So that means that your body going to be working a lot harder because you got all this excess weight. So I told him, I said, we're going to do 3 sets jumping jack. Well, after the first set, half of them guys was sitting around. I said, come on. And the general looking at him. You know, when the general looking at him, that means business. So after I finished getting them warmed up, I got on the floor and started doing some sit-ups. Half of the guys that got on the floor, man, they couldn't hardly get up. General was looking at him. So first of all, I said, look, man, y'all got to start drinking water. And half the guys, they got up, man, they were giving me some of the most dirty looks, like if I committed a crime. Long story short, everybody got up, they couldn't barely walk. That Wednesday, they came back. Now, they know the general going to be back there. If he didn't show up, you're going to get reprimanded. Sign in. So some of them try to throw me off. They try to come in and sign in and go sit in the sun. So the general said, why don't you make a roll call? And you find out that a lot of them else can sign in, but they wasn't in. So the general got hold to it and said, anybody that's do that again. Man, I'm being honest with you. Them guys couldn't even hardly walk, man. They couldn't hardly walk because they wasn't used to doing anything. So that's when my career started at. And from there, it just skyrocketed. You understand? A lot of good things happened to me in Italy. But a lot of bad things happened to me too. So I thank God that he is able to use me where I can be able to motivate you and tell you where I was, where I'm at today. And it's only because of God have found favors in me to teach you, tell you. The Lord telling me to tell you, I gave you that body for you to take care of. Why are you not taking care of it? That body gonna take you from A point A to point B. But if you don't take care of it, you put more time into your house and your car than you put into your body. That's something wrong with that. You go and get your car cleaned up every week, polish it, do everything in the world, but you still putting all this stuff that you shouldn't have in your body. It's gonna get to a point that you no longer gonna be able to wash that car because all your weight and stuff and your breathing stuff, it done got trapped up in your stomach and it's causing your heart to stop flowing the same way it is. What are you going to do for 2024? 2025. What are you going to do? You're going to do the same thing you did 2024? Constantly gain weight, constantly cursing people out, constantly telling people that what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Your attitude determines your gratitude. Let's face it. Dedication, commitment, devotion, determination. What's going to get you to where you're going to be at? The most important thing, if you start praying to God starting today, He know everything about you. He know everything about me. He know everything about the world. He can see the whole world. You must understand that when you got supernatural power, you can't hide nothing from me. I created you. I am your strength. I am your refuge. I'm a present person in time you need. This is what God's telling us. I know your weakness and I know your strength. All you got to do is bring it to me. Let me handle it. Let me handle your weight problem. Let me handle your financial issue. I already know what you're going through with. But when you come talk to me, I can make a way out of no way. Where there's a way, there's a will. And the only way and the only will is through God. So, are you going to show up Wednesday with your leotards on? Are you going to show up, boy, with your little brother's t-shirt on? What are you going to do? Why don't you just go there and just give these health clubs your money? Give them your money. Here, I'll see you next year. Thank you for doing business with you. Planet Fitness, all of them, they know. They got everybody in the world working on New Year's Day because we know that the membership's getting ready to increase. They already know it. Let me give you a suggestion. Take it or leave it. If you want to get your body in shape, you go to my YouTube channel, or you don't need to bring your camera while you're looking at me. You need to keep up with me and let me teach you some things about health and well-being. You understand? If you're in the Tampa Hope Parish area, please listen to me. Amy, I'm Radney Miller. All you got to do is come and try. Get a sample of my class. Come and look at the gym that God allowed me to create. I created my own gym. And if you see the Isotonic Body Gym, it is a gym from a dream that I had. It was a dream that I was dreaming about handicapped people or people disabled. Then I was thinking about what if I got handicapped and disabled? And much as I love the gym, what is it that I can do? And God put this picture in my view. I got up and I wrote it down. I got a picture of what was in my mind. And I drew it up and I took it down to the machine shop at Putnam High School. They built my first prototype, the Isotonic Body Gym. I didn't tell them what it's used for. I just told them I want you to build this. So in the machine shop, built my first prototype. And I took that prototype and I took it down to my basement. And for you all that don't know where I lived at, I lived on 75 Kingsley Street in Springfield. I owned 75 and I owned 81 Kingsley Street. But 75 Kingsley Street, down in that basement where I worked out every day. And that's where I installed it, that first isotonic body gym. And I built it, and I got my students before I got ready to retire. I had them to do demonstration on it, my ROTC kids. And I built my gym based upon the concept, the isotonic body gym. You see, like people got 50 pounds weight. Guess what? You want 50 pounds? I can have 50 people doing the same thing with the same type of weight on my gym that I designed. I thank God for the vision that he gave me. I'm going to say that to say this. Come and check me out. 55140 Highway 1054, Independent, Louisiana, 70443. 985-606-2200. Please come and join this country club. If you want to walk, got a walking trail that can walk one time around, you're going to think it's a mile. Got basketball courts. We got boxing. Everything that you're looking for in a gym, we have it. Now, this Monday, we're doing 4:30 class, 4:30 to 5:30. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. But we are going to start a Monday class starting at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock to 6:45. Come and join. And you see, I have 48 chairs. We're going to first start out doing chair aerobics, and that's when the toughest. We're going to start doing cardio. We're going to do weight training, and I'm going to be teaching you nutrition about how you can live a healthy life. Again, don't sign up for a gym. If you sign up for my gym, please leave your cameras at home. This is not a photography shoot. We come to work out. I got 3 girls, and believe me, they no joke. Roxanne, Robin, and Sheila. Guarantee you, ladies, if you want to come by and get motivated, I don't expect you to stay up with them because these ladies been with me for about 5 or 6 years. But they are inspiring. They are motivation. They would help you. And I can assure you, it is one of the most comfortable environments that you ever been into. We would assure you one thing. Don't nothing beat a failure but a try. If you love yourself and love your wife and love your children, and it's hard for you to get off that attitude, go to God. Feel proud. You and your wife and your kids, y'all got to start doing things together. Because y'all getting on each other's nerve. Y'all not happy with each other. Y'all always arguing. You're always this, you're always that. Because you're not happy in whatever you're doing. But if you sit back and look at the cause and the effect of why you are not happy, there's always a problem. There's always a solution to every problem. If your problem is that you're eating too much, well, there's a solution to it. If your problem that you're always arguing, there's a solution to it. Remember, where there is a problem, there's a solution. Where there's a cause and the effect. I'm going to say this and I'm going to close out. Do not join a gym just to go take a photo shoot. Do not start going into the little girl's department. You know what size you are. Stop putting on all those tight clothes because people can look at you and tell what you're dealing with. What I'm saying, it's always make them comfortable. They can be tight, but don't make them too tight because you're going to add weight onto your body. Make sure that they loosen down here, but when you wear them too tight up here, when you get ready to take them off, that goes out. Boys, the same way you. Feel proud. You have a body. Thank God you got one. But you know that body needs some work because it is affecting your health and your well-being. It's affecting your kids. It's affecting everyone around you. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I would never do that. I'm just telling you that in order for you to live and prosper in life, you must have God in your life. You must believe that whatever he said that he will do, it will be done. It's a done deal. Whatever the words say, people understand. I wasn't always like this, but I listened to what God's words say. In the beginning, it was the Word, and the Word was God. That's all you need to remember. You need to understand who created. Why are you here? How did you come into existence? If you understand all of these biblical things, you're going to prosper through life. But without God, you can't do nothing but sit up there and continue to do what you're doing, serving the devil. And I'm going to close out with a prayer that I hope that everyone will take a look at themselves and ask himself, am I happy? What can I do to change my attitude toward life? Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing me to wake up this morning with my health and strength. Thank you for allowing me to deliver the word. Thank you for giving me the word to use. Is that we are grateful, or we are blessed that you sacrificed your only beloved Son for our sins. And Father God, we all fall short of glory. We are not perfect, but I know that when we come to you, that you can make a way out of no way. You would never turn your back on. You would never forsake us, nor leave us. Our trust is in you. Touch our brothers and sisters, those who are going through mental illness, psychological, weight problems, or health issues. Touch us. Give us the strength that we need because we know you are God. We give you all the praise and all the honor in Jesus' name. Amen. My brothers and sisters, may God be with you. Ask God to bless you and your family that may be going through difficulties because he is the only heaven, and he's our only hope. Father God, thank you. And my friend, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be on TikTok. We want to spread the word. And believe me, I am willing to give the word. I want you to be able to look at yourself and say, that man is motivating me. Until next time, may God bless you. Adios.